Okay, so there is one odd behavior that my ex did often that was so strange. I need to know if I'm the only one that has experienced this. Do you have men in your life that do this? And if you're a man, do you do this? Please shed some light. So this comment is about when I would meditate. Sometimes I'd be meditating and I would feel something enter my aura, only for me to open my eyes and see this. To him, it was funny. To me, it was infringing on my personal time. It was disrespectful. It was objectification. It was devaluation. And when I would express that, of course, he was joking and I was too sensitive. But outside of this, he would do other things. When I would do yoga, he would take it as a personal invite to enact a new sex position. When I was cooking dinner, he would walk into the kitchen with it hanging right out. Or when I would be working from home in the morning, he would call me into the bedroom, only for me to find him on the bed, starfished, with it fully exposed, and this look on his face that said, "Hop on, baby." And I would stand there like this deer in headlights, not understanding what he was expecting in that moment. He would say it was supposed to be a playful, sexy moment, but a lot of the time it was after an abusive incident and there was no attempt at repair. So when I would communicate that it wasn't an appropriate time, he would tell me that I'm rejecting him and he would get upset. He legitimately expected me to drop whatever I was doing and go for a ride with no foreplay, with no romance, with no consideration of what I was busy doing in that moment. It was about him meeting his needs only. So now I've learned two things about my ex. He was incredibly subconscious about his member. He would criticize himself, and I'm not sure if he was simply fishing for compliments, but even when I validated him, it was awkward. And two, he sought validation through sex. Sex was his go-to repair strategy. He literally told me that makeup sex was the best thing ever, and he would get upset if I didn't want to have makeup sex after an argument. Most emotionally healthy people realize that sex itself isn't repair. Emotional connection, understanding, changed behavior. That is how you repair. So when I would walk into him starfished, and I would awkwardly laugh and then walk away to go back to whatever I was doing, he would get upset because he felt like I was rejecting him, not realizing he was setting himself up for that rejection. He was self-sabotaging. Tell me if you think I'm wrong, but I think this demonstrates a complete lack of understanding of how women actually work. And the only people who don't understand this are people who don't view women as autonomous human beings. To them, we're just an object.